Okay, the recording is up now. You can continue.
Alright, so I think we have everybody on. We have like about 52 people on the call now, so I can start. Sorry guys, my morale is a bit low today. I'm a bit exhausted, but I'm just gonna get into it. So first off, I want to appreciate everyone. I want to appreciate every one of you. I see, and especially those that help out to answer questions on the group. Thank you so much. It's a really tough thing to do sometimes because having to handle work and that is a lot of stress. But I see that some people are going out of their way to help out others that are not in in the same space as they are. That means quite a lot. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate. And so quick one, we had a poll on our Slack channel on Tuesday. Sorry, I keep thinking it's last week. We had a poll on our Slack channel on Tuesday about choosing a class captain. So I'm going to close that poll now, and I'm sure everybody saw the winner because you people voted for um who you picked to be the head of class. On this list we have Ayomide Bello, Iyanoluwa Adeniji, Freedom Emmanuel, and Adele Didamlola. Sorry, that was a mistake on my part. It was an error. So with great joy in my heart, let me try and be dramatic. With great joy in my heart, I'm glad to announce to you that the winner of this free and fair election, because you agree with me that it's a free and fair election, you chose that person. So the winner of our free and fair election is, I don't know if she's on the call, but let me check. Just a minute. Okay, I can't see her on the call, so I'm just going to go ahead and call her name. Probably she's, I don't know, hiding in plain sight. So the winner of our free and fair election is Adeleye Damilola. She, with a whooping sum of 40 votes, she led herself to victory, or you guys led her to victory. So congratulations and welcome to being the class captain. I'm going to be reaching out to you personally. I don't know if you're on the call, please notify or say something. I don't know. Okay, so I don't think she's on the call. So she's going to be in charge of collating the assignments mostly. She's going to be in charge of collating the assignments. So rather than me, she's going to. Okay, she's here. Welcome, class captain. Welcome. Congratulations. I would have given you time to say a little bit of vote of thanks to people that voted for you and give your speech, but let's not be dramatic. But congratulations, and I'm going to reach out to you personally and let you know a few things on things that you'll be handling.
All right. Thank you so much.
Back to our class. Our instructor is very ready today. No time to dilly-dally. We are going straight into it. So as I say before, I'm going to say it again. Take down your questions. If you have any questions, take it down, write it down. But I'm going to be taking questions. I cannot leave this class without taking questions. Make sure you're paying attention. And for those that have not submitted their assignments, you have from now to the end of the class to submit your assignment, because as soon as it's giving out new assignments, I'll be closing that folder, so nobody will be able to submit any assignments again. So please, if you have not done your assignment, I'm going to take only 2 questions on assignments, please. Only 2 questions before our instructors start. So Precious, you can miss your mic and ask your question, please.
Okay, so I've been trying to submit for like hours now. It's still not going through. I restarted my phone, my network.
What's it saying? What's it saying?
Fail to upload, and I tried it on my laptop, so it's not working also.
Okay, send it to me. Send your assignment to me. Send it to my Slack. Just DM me on Slack. I would upload it for you.
All right, thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome. Let me see who else. Okay, just Precious. Okay, thank you so much. That's all right. As I said before, take notes, take note of your questions, pay attention in class, please. And you already heard when they said we are not the only one on the call today. We are going to be having people that will come, and this is the time for you to like showcase your opportunity. I don't know, you might not know, but the what do they call it, the application pool is large. People are trying to apply every day, so every opportunity that you have, sell yourself. Thank you guys, that will be all for me for now as our instructor comes on. Mr. Yakubu, you have the floor.
All right, thank you, Anike. Thanks for a wonderful job. More strength to you, more grace to you. Good evening, everyone. Please do confirm you can hear me loud and clear.
We can hear you, sir.
Okay, all right, thank you. Tonight is another opportunity for us to derive value and for us to get better in what we have proposed in our hearts to do. And I believe you all got value at the last class. If you did, just give a thumbs up. Okay. You want to ask a quick question, or was that a mistake?
Sorry, it was a mistake.
Okay, all right, thank you. All right, so before I proceed into the class proper for tonight, I just want to if maybe we should take like 2 or 3. Anika, I don't know if you can take like 2 or 3
Two or three questions.
persons to give us a summary of the last class.
Oh, okay. All right. That's fine. All right. So you heard our instructor. I'm going to pick 2 or 3 persons. I'm not going to ask you to raise your hand. Sorry about that. I'm going to be picking at random because I want to catch you unaware in case you did not listen in the last class. Thank you very much. Let me see. Okay. Let me allow our class captain to talk first. To whom much is given, much is expected. Damlola, you can mute your mic and speak, please. Give us just a brief summary of last class.
All right. Good evening, everyone. Last class we had our tutor gave us an introduction to UI UX, and he mentioned and discussed with us the difference between UI UX. UI is user interaction, UX is user experience. And they also emphasized on design thinking. The steps involved in design thinking, the procedural principles of design thinking mentioned empathize, ideate, prototype, and test. Empathize, we discussed in class that empathize is when you empathize with your users, when you empathize with them as regards the problem they are trying to solve, the issue they have, and now you can use design to solve the problem. Then ideate, from empathize, you proceed to ideate, you come up with the idea on how to solve their problem, how to go about it, how to design the problem. Then prototype, after designing after the idea, designing the products, you prototype it. Then test. This is how you test the products amidst users. It could be stakeholders, it could be members of the team. That's basically what we were able to talk in the last class. Just a short summary. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you so much. Mr. Yakubu, did she do well, or we are going to plan our impeachment?
No, that's fine. Thank
That
you.
was outstanding, Abby.
Adele Damilola.
All right, thank you, Damlola. That was an amazing one. Next person. Let me see. Okay. Ni mani mo Yanulu Ayetoro. Abi Atayero, sorry. Yanulu Atayero. Can you open your mic and speak, please?
Good evening, everyone. So last week we did. Can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear.
Oh, so the major thing, he introduced us to UI UX, and he gave us the design thinking stage and everything we need to know about UI UX. That's for US, the product strategy, the user research, the information architecture, and the testing and iteration. And for the UI, that's he talked about the color, the topography, and the likes. And he also enlightened us that we have to think about the business part of the product. That we are not just about designing; we are also after the aftermath of the product. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Yanulu. Mr. Yakubu, was that a very legit answer?
Yes. So I think we can have a meal now.
All right. So who is taking my okay. Okay, I don't want to pick a medium mic, I'll pick somebody else. Let me see. I think this is very female dominated. Like that. Oluwatimileyin Ogunbode. Is he here? Oluwatimileyin Ogunbode. Okay. Okay. All right. Thank you. Kindly give us a summary of our last class.
Okay, can you hear me?
Slightly, it's not that loud. I don't know if you're using a headphone or something.
Okay, sorry.
Can you hear me now?
Loud and clear. That's better. Thank you.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. So, about our last class, what I actually learned was he talked about difference between UI and UX, and also he talked about design thinking and what we need to know when doing our research. Some things like who the users are, then what are their challenges, and how you can basically solve their problems, and the challenges that they are facing, how you can turn their problems into a product that you can solve for them as a solution. So I think that's just the little thing I can remember.
Yeah, thank
All
you.
right. Thank
Oluwatimileyin.
you. All right. So, Mr. Yakubu, we have three now. We can go on. Yeah.
Yes, that's fair enough. Thank you so much, Anike. And thanks to everyone. And Yanulua, I saw your greetings earlier. Good evening. And I hope everyone had a great and productive day. So for tonight's class, we'll be kind of increase our pace, but at the same time, I'll try as much as possible for us to understand, because comprehension is very key. Because as much as I want to explain a lot of things, I want us to, one of our this thing tonight is to look at the Figma interface, which is our basic tool for product design, and for us to get familiar with it. So I want us to touch one of just to do a few a small and simple design before we end the class tonight. So grab your popcorn as we dive
Mr. Yakubu, there's
deeper.
this buzzing sound. I don't know if it's just me that can hear it. Probably it's from your end. Can anybody else hear that buzzing sound? Or probably it's just my network.
No.
But there's this buzzing sound I don't know if probably it's you are using a headphone or something. Something is
Okay,
connected.
probably. All right, probably it's
Yeah,
the notification from Slack.
that's distracting. I think it's quite distracting.
Okay, just give me
So,
just a second, please.
all right.
All right, please do confirm if you can hear me loud and clear.
I can hear you, but the noise is
I
still
can
there.
hear
But
you.
you can go on.
Wow.
You can go on, though. I think everybody can hear you, so you can just go on. They'll power
Okay,
through it.
okay, okay. All right, thank you. All right, so tonight we are looking at the basic design tools, and I want to believe you can see my screen vividly.
Yes,
So
sir.
tonight we are looking at the basic design tools, and we are looking at familiarizing with the our Figma interface. So basically, we have the variety of tools using UI UX design, product design. We have the Figma, we have the Adobe XD, and we have the Sketch, and we have other tools we use. But basically, we use this in design, and for UI UX user interface and user experience design relies on specific tools to create wireframes, prototypes, design for websites and applications. But the three most commonly used tools in the industry are Figma, Adobe XD, and Sketch. But right now, the industry standard is Figma. And I want to believe we've all installed Figma on our system and we've all signed up. If you've done that, just give a thumbs up. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. So, because when we get there, we interact more with Figma.
So we can't hear you again.
So we can't hear you. Hello, can you hear you here? Hello.
It's probably his network. Yeah, try to get back to us.
Okay, so I think his network is bad. You get just be patient, please. So to try and reach out to him to check up his network. But I'm sure it's his network, so just exercise patience. I beg. I'm sorry, I don't know. Did anybody get mail just now from Get Linked?
Yes, I did.
Yes, I just received the email just now.
I
Okay.
just received.
Okay. I'm just trying to go through it now. So while if I don't know how long it will be back, I don't know how long it will be back. So I suggest that if while the class is on hold, you might want to, you know, take the assessment. But or you want to wait after the class. I don't know. But pending the time that will be back,
Sorry,
you
please,
need to
I
take
didn't
your.
get the mail.
I'm sure it will still roll out. But for those that have gotten it, if you want to take your assessment now, you're free, or you want to, I don't know. I will try and confirm if you can wait till after the class. But for those that have gotten it, you might want to take your assessment.
Hello, sorry, I'm unable to log in to the Get link.
Okay, just hold on. Just hold on. The Get Link instructors are still going to be here. So if you have any issues, just hold on. They'll be here, and then they'll answer every question for those that have issues.
Hello, please, can you hear me now?
Yes, we can.
Yes, sir.
Yes, we can hear
All
you.
right. All right, my apologies, please. Please, where did I stop?
So you were trying to explain to us that we have different tools that we use for UI UX. So you mentioned Figma, that's like general tool. Then you are trying to talk about Adobe XD.
Okay, so definitely I've gotten to this page, right?
Yes.
Okay, all right, thank you so much. So the
You have
features, one of I didn't get that, please.
You are still on the first slide, sir.
Yeah, we
Okay,
haven't
okay.
gotten to this place.
This, right?
No.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, okay, all right. So let me quickly brush up. So like I said earlier that we have the three commonly used tools in product design: the Figma, the Adobe SD, and the Sketch. And Figma has come to stay and has come to be the industry standard tools for product design. So Figma is a cloud-based design tool that allows users to create, edit, and collaborate on UI UX design in real time. So it is widely used due to its accessibility, collaboration features, and ease of use. Figma is one sweet baby that we've come to love as designers, and I am very sure you too you will like it, and you see reasons why it has become the industry standard tools. So one of the key features of Figma is it's cloud-based collaboration. It's cloud-based collaboration. So that is different designers can come and work on the same file, on the same design. So you can get a gig, you can get a job and to design something, and you can call your fellow designers, or you may probably you find yourself in an organization that you have more than one designers. So everyone can work on the same design at the same time, like simultaneously. That's something about Figma. So it's a vector-based. One of the key features of Figma is it's vector-based design. That is a scalable. It makes it scalable and high quality. You understand? So you can create scalable designs and high quality design of Figma. So another key features is the component and styles. The component and styles. So that is you can create a reusable designs elements. So there are elements that you can use and use over time for a particular design. So Figma gives you that leverage for reusable design elements. And another key features is the prototyping. The prototyping features, like I said in the last class, it allows you to create interactive prototype without coding. So instead of you waiting for the developers to integrate and implement your design, you can prototype your design and send it out for people to interact with it, to have a feel of what it looks like. You understand? Whereby you can get feedback. So the other key features is the plugins and the integrations. So Figma has installed plugins, a lot of plugins that will help you fast track your workflow, that will make your workflow be efficient, that will make your workflow easy. So we have the icons, we have the libraries, we have the stock images and design automation. So Figma has all this for you. You just need to know how to use them, and know when to use them. So, but they are there for you. So knowing how to use them and when to use them is very important as a designer. So we'll come back to Figma later. And we have the Adobe SD. And Adobe SD is a UI UX design tool developed by Adobe, and is known for its fast performance, prototyping capabilities, and integration with other Adobe products. That is, you can integrate with other tools like the Photoshop and the Illustrator. That is, you can integrate with with other tools from the Adobe family. Adobe is one. Adobe is is a tool that we use. I think during the time of what's here back then before the emergence of Figma. So, and for the record, like I said earlier, Adobe has acquired Figma. So they recognize the force of Figma, so they had to acquire it. And here we are. There are some features that are now paid on Figma. No more, everything is not free again since they acquired it. So the key features of Adobe SD, we have the smooth performance. Adobe SD is known for its smooth performance. So it's optimized for UI design, making it fast and responsive. So Adobe SD is for you. Another one is the auto animate. So it allows designer to create animated transitions between artboards. So it allows designer to create animated transition between artboards. So it's known for its auto animation. So another key features of Adobe SD is the integration and Adobe Suite. You understand? So it makes you, just like I said, you can work with other family of Adobe, other tools from the Adobe family. So another one is the repeat grid. The repeat grid enables you quick duplications of elements while maintaining consistency, just like I explained in for Figma. So this one has a repeat grid whereby you can use it again for your designs, and it's for maintaining consistency. Consistency is very key in design, in product design. Consistency, because you must not use one different set of icon in one screen and use another set of icons in another screen. So you must use the same set of icons to maintain consistency. So it makes your product okay. It makes your product good. So when other designer sees your design, they will know that this person knows what he or she is doing. So another one is the voice prototyping. Adobe gives you the freedom to for these features, the voice prototyping. It allows designer to add voice interactions. It wants suite features on Adobe SD. So let me quickly speak on Sketch. Sketch is a Mac operating system exclusive. This one is it was mainly built for the Mac users. You understand? So the Mac users, congratulations. This Sketch is for you. So it's widely used for creating website and mobile apps design. It's popularly among designers for its simplicity and extensive plugin support, but it is just for the Mac operating system users. So one of the key features of Sketch is the lightweight and simple interface, making it fast and responsive. Another one is the vector-based design. Another one is plugins and extensions. Another one is symbols and libraries. So that's for Sketch. That's for Sketch. I hope we all understood the different tools.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Sir.
So now let's go to setting up Figma and an introduction to its interface and features. So I want to believe you downloaded your Figma app. One thing about Figma is this: you can use it.
Sir, we can't hear you.
We can't hear you, sir.
So I think his network has gone off again. Let's just hold on. Jerome, what's your question?
Yeah, I wanted to ask him if I can use the site instead of downloading the app, the Figma, because I
Of
already
course you
logged
can.
in. Yeah.
You can if you are using your laptop, you can.
Yes. Okay. Thank you very much.
Yeah. So let's just hold on for him till he comes back, please. I think network is quite bad this night. Samuel, what's your question?
Okay, I was logged out when he was explaining sketch. Please, can somebody re-explain it for me before he logging back?
All right. Just hold on, just chill, and then I'll explain to you in a minute. Yeah. All right. So just hold on, just keep your questions. We'll be back. But in the meantime, let's have the Get Link guys
Okay,
come
thank you.
on board and give us an explanation. All right, before we have the Get Link guys, Samuel, let me quickly explain Sketch to you. Okay, so basically Sketch is another software that designers use to create websites, mobile apps, digital interface. Why? Because it's very simple, flexible, and it's very strong for screen design. So personally to me, I like Sketch because I mostly use it to, like, sketch out my wireframe, sketch out things that, not the full design, but it's very, very good for wireframe. So with Sketch, you can use it for vector-based editing. You can use it for artboards and symbols. Then you also have plugin integrations as well. And there are a lot of things that you can do with Sketch actually. But what you just need to know, just like the overview of it, is it's a vector-based design tool. It's vectors. I don't know how to explain what. Okay, vector is. I don't. Do you know what vector is though? Basically, vector is like a
Right.
illustration kind of thing, not like the image, but like more like an illustration. So that's what Sketch mainly does, and designers use it to create websites. They use it for
Ma'am, now you again.
Okay, you cannot hear me. Where did I stop? Sorry.
We're talking
Where did
about
I?
sketch. That Ghana uses for basically for um,
Okay, okay. Let me just come over it
You said
again.
it's
I'm sorry.
on illustration based. You said on illustration based
Okay,
application, like
yeah.
vector. So you're talking about vector.
Okay, yeah. I said that it is an um illustration based software, and I added that it's a software that basically I use to create interface. Also, all designers use it to create user interface and user experience for websites and mobile apps. It is also a graphic illustration tool that you would use for testing and development. Now, personally, I prefer Sketch because most of the time it's easier for me to use it to do my wireframes. It's easier for me to it's as the name implies, sketch out things. It's like you want to make a very big drawing and then you okay, wireframes basically is you want to make a very big drawing, but you want to sketch out the ground plan of what you want to draw out first. That is what wireframes is. So that's what Sketch does. They design software that helps user create interface, user experience for websites and for mobile apps. It's very popular among designers. Actually, you can use it for collaboration. Different users can work together on the projects with Sketch. You can also use it for prototyping. You have assets. You can do a lot of things with Sketch, but basically it's also a software that helps create user interface.
Sorry, ma. I can't really hear you because his voice is actually in the background too.
Whose voice?
The teacher.
Okay, so I don't think he's on this call. I don't know what you're hearing, but he's not on this call. But let me. But
Because I can hear your voice and his voice at the same time.
Okay. Did anybody
No,
get what I
no,
said?
definitely
Or
that's
probably I
not
was
me.
too fast.
That's me. That's
sorry,
another
ma'am.
person.
I have a question.
You people, I'm not your instructor. I'm very bad at teaching.
Well,
So
no,
what's your
it's
question?
sorry. So are you saying
What's your
Sketch is easier to use than Figma?
No, I did not say that. I'm saying that everybody has their own preference.
Okay.
Now, why Figma is like the widely accepted software for UI UX design. It's very viable, it's very easy to use. It's a really go-to as a very important in UI UX design, but it is not a substitute for Sketch. If you want to get a job, they'll ask you if you can use Figma because Figma is widely accepted and Figma is first. Now, why I said Sketch is because Sketch is easier to jot down your wireframes and do a little bit of this and that, but it's not like the base. It's not like what you would use mainly. So your teacher is back. Thank you very much, Mr. Yakubu. I'm just going to before Mr. Yakubu goes on, the Getlink guys are here. So I think I was just going to give them the floor so that they can speak before Mr. Yakubu goes on. Let me check if he's on the call. Mr. David, are you on the call? Can you hear me?
Hi, good evening. I can hear you.
All right, good evening. Okay, so you have the floor. You can speak to them.
Okay, great. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for having me. My name is David Olani, and I'm here to just say a few words that might eventually become a little lengthy. But yes, I'm here to say a few words about we at Getlinks. So, like I said, my name is David Olani. I double as a product manager and a product designer at Getlinks. So, I have been under the hood listening, and I enjoyed part of the conversations I've had so far. Yes, deliberations around what tool to use and what tool not to. I'm a Figma guy, Sha. But yeah, we understand Sketch is there as well. So yeah, moving on to what really brought me here. First of all, I'd like to say that please confirm you can hear me.
We can hear you, sir.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, great. Thank you. So yes, I think I would not even think. I I'm sure that this is a very, very great initiative, and I believe this is one that everyone should take very seriously. I think it doesn't come by easily, right? This is something that people eventually get to like pay quite a sum for, right? Me myself, I think I attended a boot camp a couple of years back, and I know I paid quite a sum for it, but it seems like we're getting this on a platter here, right? From what I understand. So the initiative is a very good one, and I think it's one that we all should try to take a lot seriously. Having persons that are willing to come and teach around this time of the night, right, is something. And also to you also being here by this time of the night also speaks volume to your commitment and your dedication to wanting to explore something new. So I give you guys all the kudos, and I think you guys are on the right path, right? Like I mentioned, I design on the side as well. I think it's not that I think I started off as a product designer and I still design as a UI UX designer, but yeah, venturing into products as we grew, right? So, and I still design. So I think you're in a very, very good place. Yes. So another major reason why I'm here again is because of GetLinks. So yes, I'm a representative of GetLinks as AI. GetLink.ai is an AI-powered solution built for the HR tech space, trying to solve issues around hiring, issues around talents getting to get matched to the right recruiters and the likes. So just giving that room to connect, right, talents and recruiters, right, highly created talents are finding their feet and stuff, right, getting them connected to recruiters who wants to source for talents or wants to source for professionals, right, in certain roles. So yes, so GetLink being that solution, we thought to be a part of what is going on here and see how we can also be of help, right, when the needs arises. So we're going to be coming in time to time, right, to see how we can maybe share some words and also share some info as to some of the things we'll be having planned out. I believe some must have been shared before now, right? But yeah, we have several pools, right, that speaks to several designations and also talent pools particularly. So intent pool rather particularly, you have talent pool definitely, but yes, the intent pool particularly. And what the intent pool gives you the ability to do is, or what it offers you is, gives you that first landing ground of, okay, I can get into this place and I can get sourced from this place. You get, so if there are recruiters that needs interns, right, for maybe UI UX role, and maybe they came to GetLink and posted a job, right, on GetLink, saying they need an intern for a GetLink role. Talents within that intern pool can get matched to those jobs and eventually get hired from there. Also at GetLink, we run sometimes, like just for the good of it, we run some hackathons, right, whereby we have people try their hands on live on things that they must have learned and gets paid for it or get rewarded for it. And we also recruit from there as well. I can say that we have some team members within the organization that were hired from a place of just taking an hackathon, right, that's GetLink hosted, and they just found it on Twitter and they took it. They joined the hackathon, right? They participated in the hackathon and eventually they even got hired into the organization directly. And this is not just referring them to other organizations, but we're seeing the need to even hire them internally. So I just say it just gives you room of possibilities generally, right? So what I just encourage you to do is just take this a lot seriously, right? It's not going to align with everybody. There's no deceit there. It's not, but as much as it does for you, just hold on to it and keep going. So yes, to wrap up, we have a funnel that we sort of go through, right, when trying to get candidates, like, because we are saying that we offer well curated and highly sought after candidates, highly professional candidates, be it whatever designation. For us to identify that there are certain there's a funnel that will take you through, right? Or a staging that will take you through, right? And this has to do with you taking some assessments, right? It's nothing too serious at the very onset, right? Because you're just coming into the space. You understand that so many things are there that you probably do not know yet, but yeah, you would always catch up with them. So for the very beginning phase of everything, we just try to take you through some basic general knowledge assessments that anybody probably might be able to answer, right? This is just getting your hands on, right, on the assessment as we normally would do. We usually go through about 3 stages of assessment. So eventually, during the course of a program, we eventually come in as well, try to set up an assessment and have you guys take it. And I understand that there'll be a certification at the end of the program and all that stuff for you guys as well. So I'm here together today to tell you about the very first phase of the assessment that we've set up. Is a general knowledge assessment, nothing serious, right? But again, just give it a shot, right? Try your hands on. Answer the questions, basic general knowledge questions. Don't stress it, right? Don't bother yourself so much about maybe just don't think about it too much, right? Just attempt the questions, right? And there are just 20 questions, general knowledge questions that you can answer easily. On submit, you can maybe while taking the assessment, you can look out for possible things that are not done properly. And I'm saying this because you are going to be product designers or UI designer or UX designer if you choose to eventually maybe narrow down into a particular niche. But generally, be a UI UX designer or a product designer, you would eventually develop the eyes, right, for spotting some things that you probably you're not spotting before. Right, if that's the word to use. So situations are there that you might have been using one banking solution before, and you've just been using it to do your transfer and receive money. But now that you're getting into the space that's built something like that, your insights, you'll be giving it a lot more deeper look, right? Trying to understand or trying to see if the experience is the best, trying to see if the UI could be better, right? You can even want to replicate that thing you saw, right, and try to better it. Okay, so all I'm just saying all of this is that being in this space, you would eventually grow that eye for detail, right? Looking out for things that are not maybe properly done, looking out for bugs. If they don't even send you, they don't go send you self, but you go see them, that kind of thing you spot it. And it's just something that I believe will grow with somebody, you get. So same thing with Get Linked, right? No product is 100%. So we are saying that, okay, while you interact with our solution, there might be cases where you see a bug here or there, or you see something that you feel is not proper. You might not have that in-depth eye for things now, but if you look closely, you probably would see. You get some of it might come a lot natural eventually. That you don't even need to look so closely before you spot it. Okay, but yeah, at the interim, just while taking the assessment, if there's anything that you feel, oh, this button I think is not doing properly, right? You could just take a note of it within the email body the email that was sent to everyone. I don't know if you guys have gotten the email. There's a link, a feedback form within that email body that you can just interact with and log possible feedbacks or bugs spotted that you found, knowing that, okay, there's no perfect solution that I know of, right? You iterate and you get feedbacks, you solve. Like, it's technology, man. It's not perfect. So stuff like that. So in a situation whereby we're taking the assessment, you find a bug or two, or there are feedbacks I really want to give. You feel that, okay, maybe you've used a platform before and you feel this platform does this A, B, C, and C, D, and you want to start, you feel if you Get Linked should do something like that on theirs as well. You could also inform us of that by filling it on the feedback form. But the feedback is very important to us. And for the niche that you're trying to narrow into now, that's the UI design arm of things. Feedback is very key, right? Feedback, you need to have that open mind for feedback. Criticism, you have to be open to it. Like, people will probably step on your work for whatever reason. So I'll just share my screen very briefly to just show you what the email that I believe you must have gotten looks like. So I don't know if can you guys see my screen?
Yes, we can see your screen.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. So I want to believe you guys got a mail like this that says, okay, welcome to GetLim, blah, 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 blah. Yours might be that of a product designer role. At the moment, do not bother, right? It's same thing that got sent to other designations, same question sets, right? Is the preliminary phase of things. So same not general knowledge questions. So do not bother yourself so much about the details. And this is the feedback form I was talking about. So it's just a link, click on it and you're good, right? So yeah, it provides you with a call to action that says, okay, take assessments. Which when you click on routes you to a page that will show now. But before that, it also shows the passcode required for these assessments to kick off. So if I click on the take assessments, the routes here and the comes with the email and the code that you must have that was showing here. So in the case where maybe you forgot to copy it, it does that for you, brings it for you and stuff. You can also check that you agree to privacy policy. It doesn't matter. It's nothing too serious at the moment, right? It's just basic stuff. So you just give your name, hit the login option, and it routes you to a page that sort of just gives you instructions, right? Tries to tell you things about what you should do and what you should not do while taking the assessment and all that. So this is showing all of this because it is the way GetLink is set up. It's not that we're trying to proctor you, we're trying to like disturb your flow. No, it's just the way GetLink is set up. So that is what it is, and that is what we're showing. So eventually, there's usually a stage where you are being asked for maybe submit an ID to verify that you're the person taking the assessment, blah, 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 blah. I believe that was toggled off for the sake of this assessment. So if you are reading it here, you probably don't need to bother about it because it will not show up for you because you didn't, we didn't turn that on because it's not a, in quotes, serious assessment to get. So if I hit the proceed button would open up a view where my camera would be turned on. So my camera will turn on and try to check for my webcam to see that I have an active webcam, my network bandwidth, microphone working perfectly, lightning. So if all of that are working perfectly for you, everything will be set in match, tick, tick, tick. If it's not, if I close my camera and I can see that my lightning is now red to say that, okay, it doesn't see good light. So stuff like that. And you try to stay chilled and take a picture, proceed, and eventually routes you to the place where you start to take the assessment. So I click on start assessment. And when I click on start assessments, it asks me to share my screen. Again, do not bother about this so much, right? It's important. You have to do it because that's where GetLink is set up. You have to share the screen. But sharing your screen is not like we are looking at what you are. We're going to be like checking your screen. What it's just doing is that while candidates are taking assessments, it tries to take a screenshot when candidates performs an action that a candidate should not. So in a situation whereby they say, okay, do not exit full screen, and you exited full screen, it takes a screenshot to validate to the examiner that, okay, this person, he exited full screen when I instructed him not to exit full screen, stuff like that. So yeah, I click on share, and I wait for it to load up, and it takes me to full screen. So now I'm in the full screen window. All you just go through the question sets, right, and answer basic questions, nothing so serious, right? And at the very end of the day, just submit your questions and you're good. So if I exit full screen now, you see that it wants me. If I go back, it allows me exit full screen, it wants me, stuff like that. Let me see if I have a text area question. If I try to paste, you see, it warns me and tells me, okay, copy and paste disable, blah, 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 blah. So just stay within the viewport and do what you need to do. Again, nothing so serious. Don't bother yourself so much, but just try to take it. Again, while taking it, if you feel that, oh, this text, I feel it should be good. So you have spotted something that I feel you should not be seen in view for me. That's why I have this error, right? In case you are taking the assessment, you feel, okay, this guy, maybe this guy, expect this guy to be a bit bigger, right? You can spot it as a feedback, right? If you, oh, this text is not legible enough, this button is not clickable, this one is not that. Is what you see, man. I didn't see it, you saw it, so you can just log it as something. And at the very end of the day, we would
Okay, so I think
Okay,
it went
sorry,
off.
I got cut off
Okay,
abruptly. Yeah, weirdly, I wasn't charging my laptop and it went off. Yeah. So I just joined with a different device now. So typically I've showed what I wanted to show, right? You can just at your comfort. I don't know the arrangement of the class as it's being handled at the moment. And in order not to disturb your flow, I don't know if it's something that can be done now or after the class. I think a decision should be taken, right? How to approach it. It's a very straightforward assessment. You can be done within 10 minutes, right? It's a 20 question sets. It's supposed to last for 20 minutes, but you can be done earlier. So maybe an arrangement can be held as to how you guys want to approach taking it. So, okay, I see hands raised. So maybe a few questions and I'll let you guys be.
Okay, Mr. David, sorry. So we have just 15 minutes to the end of the class.
Okay.
I'm going to allow you to take 2 questions. Every other questions, please put them in the in-call message and I'm going to send them to him and then he will reply. I will send the feedback to the Slack channel. But please, just 2 questions and then we can move on with our class. We are already far behind. Thank you.
Yes, please.
Who has questions? Okay, Bello, you can ask the question, please.
Sorry, thank you, ma'am. Good evening, everyone. Please, concerning the submission, I thought the is 9th. I mean, 9th of this month. So, is it compulsory for submitting now or till that time?
So I didn't get it clearly. You say concerning the submission of, is it concerning the submission of this assessment in particular?
Yeah, concerning the submission of this assessment that was sent to us 9 days.
Okay.
I thought the deadline was.
Okay, so the assessment is going to last between now and tomorrow evening if you check the time frame there. So you can take it this night, you can take it now if you please, but just give it a go, right? That's just it. That's the end goal. Just give it a go.
Sorry, the deadline says 9th of February.
9th of February. Yeah. 9th of February. Oh, okay. It's fine.
Okay.
It's fine. Just take it at your time. You can take it now, you can take it tomorrow morning, you can take it's open. But if you started it, you have to finish it. That's the point. Yeah.
Okay. Fine, Made, please.
Can you hear me?
Yes,
Loud
please.
and clear.
Yeah, I was saying we have to make use of webcam. I want to ask, can you use our mobile phone for the test?
Okay, so because of the way the platform is set up, it's set up to have some proctoring capabilities that only works on laptop devices, right? So it cannot be taken on a mobile phone. So at the time when you have access, you can maybe forward the mail to another laptop or something. Anyway, but yeah, it only works on a laptop device.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you. That's all for questions for Mr. David. We can go back to our class. Mr. David, thank you so much for coming on board.
Thank you for having us.
In case there's any other questions, I would reach out to you. I'll ask the organizers to reach out to you. So thank you so much.
All right, thank you.
Mr. Yakubu, please, we can go ahead right now. Please, we are pressed for time.
Okay, all right. Thank you, Anike. Just need to rush up things now. So please, for those that want to take the assessment, please make sure you take it when it's convenient for you, because once you start, you must finish it. It's not until you start and just leave off and just go back to it. So once you start, finish it. So let's go back to our class. Let me share my screen. So thanks to Anike, she has explained the sketch too. So I guess there's no need to go back there again. So let's just go to Figma proper, which is our basic tool and the industry standard tool. So setting up Figma and introduction to its interface and features. So just like I said that you guys should download the Figma app via their website and sign up. And you can choose not to download the app and just use your browser, either your Google Chrome, to run your Figma. You understand? But we are not using phone to design. We are using our PC our laptop to design. So we are not using phone. The reason why I said we should download the Figma mobile app is for Figma. So as you are designing on your system, you can have a feel of what it looks like on your phone. You understand? So that's the reason why I said you should download the mobile app on your phone. And so you can also get notifications via the phone too, and just see your draft and your recent work. So let me go back. So once you've downloaded the once you've downloaded the app either on your Windows or your MacBook, so once you launch your Figma, you come to an interface like this. I want to believe you are on your Figma, and we can all do that together. Please let's just do that together. So launch your Figma. You see a kind of this kind of interface. So this is your dashboard. This is your Figma dashboard. So here you have your recent work, your draft, and everything. The work you've been doing. This is where you see it. And here you have, if you want to start designing, you have your new design file. Once you click it, it opens up a new file for you to start design. You have your new FigJam board. So one of the beauty of Figma is that it gives you the leverage to create your flow. Instead of going to using another tool like a Miro to create your user flow, you can create your user flow on Figma. So using this Figma FigJam features. So if you want to create a slide, either for presentation, you can use Figma too. And if you want to import from another tool, or another design to Figma has that features too. That was one of the reasons why I said Figma is very cool and easy to use. So you can create your slide for presentation, just like this one. Just like this, you can just create your design, your presentation slides there. So let me go back to the home. So here you have the notification button here where you get notified of everything. This is where you set up your profile. Get your profile here. You have your recent data. Once you click on it, it shows you your recent files that you've worked on, the recent keys you've worked on. You have the draft here. And here you have the all project side, where you view all the projects you've worked that you are currently on. The team project, like a team project, this is where you view it, and this is where you have your trash, where your recycle bin. So you can also view your team project here too. And there's a community on Figma that you can explore. On this community, that's where you download your plugins. You get
Mr. Yakubu, I don't know if you're talking, but we can't hear you. You might want to unmute your mic, though. We can't hear you. Network. All right, fine, Mary, you have questions.
Sorry, it was a mistake.
Okay, all right. So for the Get Link, I would advise that you take that after the class for people that are taking it. So Okay, Mr. Yakubu has stopped sharing his screen. I think his network is bad. All right, so in case you have questions, you can raise up your hand. I'm not your instructor, but let's see. Okay. And please, in case you just have any questions, you can start dropping it in the in-call message, because we're just gonna take a limited number of questions this evening because we're already pressed for time. Damola, please go ahead.
Good evening once again. This is not a question. I just wanted to add that Sketch is for the person that asked the question that it's a Mac operating system. It's Mac operating system friendly, that is basically used and friendly for Mac operators or Mac users. Thank you.
This is why you are our class captain. Thank you. Mr. Yakubu is back. Mr. Yakubu, currently confirm if you can hear me.
Can you hear Anike? My apologies.
Sorry. All right.
All right, so let's continue. So yeah, Figma is a community that you can explore on. You can explore the community. So the community is basically for you to download plugins, download files to get inspiration on whatever you want to do on Figma. So you have a community. So here you search for anything, any plugins. So once you search for maybe Iconify, so it gives you an option to make sure you understand, okay, for this Iconify, we have a file for it, we have a plugins for it, we have 10 plugins, we have one widget, and we have one creators and 75 files. So all these files, if you open it, it opens something like this. And for the plugins, you have different kind of plugins. So Iconify is a plugin for icons. For icons you can use for your gig, for your projects. So you can just open up anyone you feel that is okay. You open one and you run it. We'll come back to this later once we get to the point whereby we want to install plugins. So this part. So let's go back to we'll opening a new file. Please, can you
We can hear you now, but we cannot hear you before.
Yes, we can hear you now.
Yes. Wow.
Yes, you can hear
It's
me.
like network is a weapon fashion against us this night.
Can you hear us though?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. So the network is
And it's already full.
terrible.
Wow. So can you see my screen?
Yes, we can
Yes,
see
we
your
can.
screen.
We can see your screen.
All right. So now let's open a new file. Like we want to start this thing. So once you click on new file, it opens up a new file for you. So here you have a new file. I want to believe you've opened your own new file over there.
Yes, sir.
All right, so you open a new file. So on this interface, let me use an existing file, the one I've been working on before, so you can see. All right. So here you have your toolbar here, and you have your canvas here. Jesus. So we have your here. So please, can you see me? It's like something is.
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes, we can.
Okay. The thing is echoing back to here. So you have your move to here. You have your move to here. What do you say?
You are echoing. Your voice is echoing.
How did you get to this point?
Mr. Yakub, are you still there?
I think the network is bad tonight.
Okay, so the network is not going to allow us to be great. Damilola, please ask your question.
Yeah, I was about to ask him if there is an offline version of Figma. The fact that we have to
There is an
always
offline version.
Connect to the internet before we use it. I don't know.
Did you just ask if there's an offline version?
Yes, because I just noticed that you have to constantly. I've noticed, but I still wanted to inquire if we have to
That you
constantly
have to
connect
use
to
the
the
internet.
internet. Yes.
Okay, so here's the thing about Figma. Before you actually access Figma, you have to be connected to the internet. But while you are working on it, probably while you're designing, working, handling your Figma, sometimes you would not be connected to the internet because you might have even forgotten that your network has disconnected. You won't be able to access some certain things, paste images and all, but you can design freely. You can continue designing freely offline, but you need to connect to an internet to actually load your Figma page and your Figma design. It's only when you are working and you're designing that you can work offline. But other than that, some things you still need to be connected to the internet. Does that answer your question?
Yes, thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome. Any other person? You guys have few more minutes before this call ends.
So what are we
Can you
going to
follow
do?
up, please, for the Figma? What about those of us that are using a laptop? Okay, so I would not advise to use Figma on your mobile phone. I just, they say never say never, but you might not be able to use Figma on your mobile phone. Samuel, please, can you mute your mic?
Sorry. Let me check.
Thank you. So you might not be able to, in fact, you will not be able to use Figma on your mobile phone because there are a lot of things that you, even to use your laptop trackpad might not be as easy as using a mouse. So I don't advise. I advise you get a laptop for your classes and for Figma as well. Osadare, what's your question? Hope I
Thank
got
you.
that right.
Yes, thank you. Please, I want to confirm. Are we going to pay any money to use this Figma subsequently?
Okay, so Figma is free for the most part. You can use your Figma freely. If you want to pay for premium, because there are some times that you have to, there are some features that are limited to premium user, but you don't need that. You don't really need that. So it's free. All you just need to do is just log in, and except you now want the premium package. Personally, I use education package, and it gives me access to other things. But then if you want to pay, you are free, no problem, but it's free majorly. Does that answer your question? Sedari, does that answer your question, please? Okay, it's out here. Faraday, let me have your question.
Yeah, I saw when I downloaded the app, I saw something like Figma basic designs and FigJam. I don't really understand the FigJam aspect.
Okay, so for, let me open my Figma. Okay, my Figma is open. Let me just a minute, let me open my Figma. Okay. Okay, so FigJam is like a whiteboard. It's like a whiteboard of Figma. It's another extension of Figma where teams will brainstorm. They can use that place to brainstorm. They can use it to visualize ideas. It's also a very good place for you to drop notes. Really, these very short notes for your team members. You can work together on projects. You can use it to build up. You can use it to build up your projects from scratch. For example, maybe you want to do your user research. You're trying to do your survey. You're trying to build your architectural information. You're trying to build just not the full design. You can't design on FigJam, but when it comes to like doing little things like dropping notes, using it for your user journey. Yes, you can use it for your user journey. You can use it for your user map. You can use that just for to brainstorm with your team. So every project you need to brainstorm. So once you need to do something little, it's like a whiteboard where you drop notes. Do you understand?
Yes, thank you.
All right, thank you. Blessing. Let's go.
Good
Good
evening.
evening.
Please, I noticed that when he opened his own Figma, where he said exploit community, mine is showing teammates. So I wanted to know if it's the same thing.
Teammates.
No, sorry, team project.
Team projects. I don't understand. I don't understand that.
Okay, when he opened the Figma, I
Yeah.
noticed there's a place where he was explaining. He said exploit community. And I opened mine. Mine is showing team project. So I wanted to be sure if it's the same thing. I don't know.
So it's just showing team projects, yeah?
Yes.
Like that's just what's on the screen.
No, not just on the screen. Like when he opened the Figma, it showed
Recently built.
Yeah, it showed drafts, all project, trash, view plans. Then this third is
Yeah,
saying team
team
projects.
projects, yes.
His was showing exploit community.
Okay, that's because there is also Explore Community on my Figma. I can see it. That's because he has probably worked on. He has projects that he has worked on. You just opened your Figma today, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, so you're still a newbie. You still all that in projects. Once you start designing and having files, they to be pushed to the side. So it's not problem. What you just need to know how to do is how to start a design file. Can you see your new design file?
Yes.
You can see your new FigJam board.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, you're still good. You're good to go. Or it's just still on the other side. That one is different.
Okay.
Sorry, ma, can I answer?
Yeah, you're welcome.
Sorry,
Yeah, please
Blessing.
go
If you
ahead.
check the interface, after that team project, look at the end. There's Explore Community at the far end of that site.
Oh, okay,
Have you seen it?
okay. Yes, I've seen it. Thank you so much. So I can click on it, right?
You can if you want to explore
Okay.
it. You can.
Okay. Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Samuel.
Thank you.
So I might not be answering your questions as perfectly as your teacher. I'm a very bad instructor. I'm not very good at teaching, but I'm going to try my best in the meantime because we are already pressed for time. So I need everybody to understand how their Figma runs. I'm not connected with my laptop, so I might not be able to share my screen. Okay. Let me see if I can connect with my laptop shortly. And Samuel, please, I already asked. You can go ahead and ask your question.
Okay, thank you. My question is that for we that just open Figma, is there a way we can set up the interface, or when we start a new design, the interface will be changing itself?
Is there a way to do what? Sorry, I didn't get that question.
Any way to set up the interface, like
When you want to start a
set
new
up
design? Yeah? I didn't get your question. Sorry. You might want to come again.
like for the interface of the
And I
app?
don't know why I'm hearing myself.
Hello.
Can you come again with your questions? I can only hear myself.
Okay. I said for the interface of the Figma, for we that just opened it, going to set it up before we start designing.
So what you just need to do when you open your Figma is okay, just a minute. Let me connect with my laptop so I can explain to everybody fully what you need to do when you open your Figma. Just a minute. It's loading. Okay, so while that is setting up, I'm just going to say that once you open your Figma, all you just need to do is start a new design file. Depends on what you're doing, depends on what you want to do. Like somebody asked about FigJam the other time. FigJam is very different from just the designs that we do. FigJam is just somewhere that you brainstorm with your team. It's where you drop notes, it's where you start your user journey and mapping. But when you want to design, you have to start a new design file. So I'm going to switch now and join so everybody can see what I'm talking about. Can everybody hear me?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am, we can hear you, ma'am.
Okay. I'm going to share my screen. Sorry, I have to join my company email. So let me just randomly share my screen so you can see. Just a minute. We have a few minutes left on this call. Can you see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Okay. So this is your board. This is your board. This is your office as a product designer. This is your office. I'm just gonna take it out. My system is lagging bad. I'm just gonna go back to files so we can start to the basics of Figma itself. I'm not teaching, no, I'm just trying to explain how the whole Figma thing works so that people understand before. I think Mr. Yakubu's his network is still not letting him turn up. Also, please don't forget to take your assessment though, please. It's a long, I know it's early, but you might want to use that to kickstart your career. You will learn a lot of things. Just please take your assessment. All right, so can you see my screen now? Can everybody see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, so this is what you see when you first get to your Figma file. When you open your Figma, there is new design file, there is new FigJam board, there is new slide deck. Slide deck is like PowerPoint. Yeah, let me use PowerPoint. Slide deck is like PowerPoint. You want to, make a presentation. You can use slide deck. You want to import file, and then to the left hand side, you have your team. You have teams. When you're trying to start a new project, you might want to start a new project. You want to start a new team in your own Figma, or they include you in a team. Either way, this is where you come and
Hello, we can't hear you.
and get your team. This is your drafts. This is all projects, and this is trash that you just finished working on like a few hours ago, couple of months. It's like that. If you use MS Word a lot, you would know that there's something like that. Okay, so this is shared files. For every time you share your file, this is the place you go to. This is where it comes to. You share a file on your Figma. This is where it goes, and this is shared projects. I don't have any shared project on here that I can show you because this is a company email and company account, and I don't have any major thing. This is not my personal Figma. Okay, so I'm going to, once you want to start up a new design, all you just have to go to new design file. It's loading. It might take a while. Okay, all right. You embarrassed me today. Thank God. Okay, so once it loads, this is your workspace. This is where the magic happens. This is where beautiful things comes to life. This is, as I used to call it, this is my baby. This is my space, because there are a lot of things I can do here. There are a lot of things I can achieve here. The beautiful part about being a designer is the possibility of what can come out from your hands. The amazing thing that you can create from your hands. When you finish a certain thing and then you sit back and look at what you just designed and you are amazed that this thing came out from your hands. This is where it happens. This is where the magic happens. I don't want to fully go into everything that is here, because I'm sure Mr. Yakubu is still going to come and brush over it. But I'm just going to explain a bit for anybody for you guys, so that in case you just want to run through your Figma this night and just enjoy. So these are your pages. This is this to my left. Can you see my cursor?
Yes,
The pen
ma'am.
is still here.
I don't know if is Mr. Yaku back on the call.
No.
I don't know. I don't think he's back on the call. All right, so to the left, this is where any page you create. So you can create that as the person that asked if you can if you need to pay for Figma the other time. So for free Figma, you can only create 3 pages. 1, 2, 3 before oh okay, it's a company account. Sorry, I can create as many pages as I want. It's actually paid for. So there you can for free Figma, you can only create 3 pages before it tells you that you would have to you know, pay to increase the level of pages. Then here you have your layers. Layers is okay, let me explain. I'm drawing a rectangle now. This is a rectangle. You can see if you look to the right, you will see that it has shown rectangle under layers. So as you continue to build on your Figma, it builds up for you on the other side. So you can see it in layers. If I take another circle and build it inside this, it goes under layers. Layers is just everything that goes on this space. So you can come here and click on it, and then you'll be able to access your rectangle. You come here and click on it, you'll be able to access your circle. This is just what layer does. Whatever it is that goes on in this middle space here, whatever it is that goes on here will reflect here. There is nothing that you draw here. There is nothing that you put here. Even if it's just a text, it's to show here as layers. You are just layering up for the good. For it's like you're building something. It's like you want to build a house. You start from the foundation. You lay the foundation. You add you add block. You add cement. Gradually, it builds it. So that's where I'm going to stop for tonight. I'm not going to explain what toolkit is. Mr. Yakubu is going to do that for you guys. I think I just needed you to see how opening and starting a new design files work. So that's where I'm going to drop my pen for tonight. Any questions, please? I'm taking questions. I don't know if you understand. Sorry, do you I said it before I started. I'm not very, which is very crazy, because the person that taught me will literally feel, I don't know, because he taught me, so I should be able to teach someone. But I'm trying my best. Pardon me, I beg. No best. So do people understand? Questions? I'll take questions before we can close off for the class.
So how do you delete something like that second? If you want to delete it from that space, how do you delete it?
You delete it with backspace, the way you delete on your, okay, let me go back to my slide. So this is it. You just press delete and it's gone. It's the same delete. Or you can okay, it's just the same delete. Actually, the same delete that you use when you're typing and then you want to delete is the same way you just delete it. You want to get it off, you press delete, backspace, and that's all. Who else? Let me see. So I'll take it that there is no more question for tonight. So please, if you've not set up your Figma, you might want to use this night to set it up. Try and understand the basics of it. Try and understand what it runs. I promise you, it's not easy. It's not easy. It's not easy starting up a new thing. Not easy learning a new thing. But it's worth it, because there is the beauty that comes with being a creative is knowing that you are building something that people will relate with. And as a product designer, if you are not looking at what your consumers, if you're not looking towards how to satisfy your consumers, I'm sorry, but you are not there yet. So whatever it is you're doing as a product designer, you have to put the people, in fact, the people that are going to use your product actually comes first. In design, we call it user-centered. User-centered. Your user has to come first, because you are not going to use your product by yourself. You are going to give it out to people to interact with it. There are so many times you see people, and then they tell you that they don't like this design, they don't like the way this app is working. That's how it is. So whatever you're doing as a designer, just understand that you're working for people and you have to do your best. So thank you very much, everyone. This is where we end today's class. If you have not submitted your assignment, because there's no assignment this night, I'm going to keep it going till tomorrow morning, when I'll close the group. I'll close the folder. Any other information, I'll pass across to Damilola, and she'll pass it up across to you guys. Thank you so much for joining today's class, and I apologize again for the network. Hopefully our next class will be better. Blessing, I have this meeting with some
Sorry, please. Is outside this this course. Please, I wanted to ask if the class captain can create a WhatsApp group. I don't know.
I would relate to the coordinator, and then I'll let you know if she can.
All right, thank you so much.
All right, thank you. All right, good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good
Thank you
night.
so much.
Good night.